Small businesses and restaurants say they continue to adapt to constant changes of load shedding schedules. Many of these are just recovering from the effects of COVID-19 and the lockdown regulations. Our reporter Ahmed Kajee joins us now from a bakery in Fordsburg. Ahmed, just a few hours ago, as you and I were chatting, you were talking to some of the challenges that are being experienced within the staff who are now also having to wake up extra early and, of course, consider how much they spend on their taxi or bus fare.
Very much so. Well, that's some of the major sentiments coming out from various staff members within various industries and various restaurants and bakeries as well. Just an update of where we are currently, where we were just about an hour or so. We were in Fordsburg in the center of Johannesburg. We now have moved to the Maboneng precinct, which is filled not just with restaurants and bakeries, but also with retail spaces as well. A big part of what we have seen with regards to load shedding is staff members needing to travel to work either earlier in the mornings to get some work done with regards to some of the kitchen operations as well. A few moments ago, just around 3 o'clock, we had spoken to a bakery where they spoke about their operations normally being the most productive between 6 a.m. and 8:30 a.m., but with the load shedding being at those particular times in their area. What they have subsequently done is actually had workers coming in at an earlier time, perhaps between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. to try getting as much productivity done as possible as well. But the major concern which these staff members are now finding out is perhaps traveling in the cold and traveling at a time where it is still dark, and they do then have those concerns with regards to safety regulations, with regards to safety as well. These are some of the major challenges which they are facing. But over here in the Maboneng precinct, things are relatively busy over here at the restaurants, perhaps outside as well. Things are really seem to be on the go, and one wouldn't really think that the impacts of load shedding are affecting many of these restaurants. Perhaps they have made some sort of contingency plans already over the last few weeks. And just speaking about that right now, the power has literally went out here at the Raviolli Restaurant in Maboneng as well. And I think that's a great time to actually bring into the conversation the manager as well, Tata. Thanks for your time today. The power has just went out. Yeah. How has this just been affecting your business?
Very bad. As we speak right now, so now we know exactly what's the timing. As you can see right now, in the morning at 8 a.m. until 10:30, and then in the afternoon that's like at around 4 until 6 p.m. Because we open like at 8 in the morning until 11 at 12 in the midnight. So it is 3 to 4 times a day. That's something very bad for us. As far as I'm concerned, as you can see, we got a generator. But we got some certain dishes that we do with electricity, like our pizza oven, our coffee machine. We are using electricity because our generator doesn't have any power to pull up the pizza machine or the coffee machine. So it has been very bad here. But even the waiters, they're no longer making money, as you can see, because on Sundays by this time we used to be very fully packed. Every Sunday by this time, we are fully packed. We are doing very well, but as you can see right now, the street is empty. Our clients is very bad.
Yeah. From a personal point of view, how has this impacted the waiters coming in? Do they need to come in at an earlier time? Do they leave early as well, because not many people are coming in?
Because most of our clients are staying around here. They try to order through their phone, so you go door by door and try to deliver, but very bad. Yeah. Nothing is very good for the waiters as well. But now we used to work, we have 6 or 8 waiters for Sunday, but now only 4 waiters they can manage because it's very quiet.
What will you be doing now that the power is out? What dishes will you not be able to cook? And the generator's on now. What exactly are you planning for the next 2 to 4 hours?
Okay, so in these 4 hours we only do burgers, our pastas. We do our steaks, because our grill we are using the gas. And then the pastas we are using gas as well. Only the pizzas, which is the more popular, which is the most popular dishes that we are using. Most popular dishes that are moving if it's for electricity. And it's cold outside, it's winter time. For the coffee machine as well, people they are here for coffees even during the day because it's cold all the whole day.
Dr. Thanks very much for your time. I'm going to let you get back to what you need to do. That, as you will see, The power has literally went off on the dot of 4 p.m. that we normally have seen over the last few weeks, and the impact that it has on restaurants has been pretty significant and pretty clear as well. And clients are mentioning to us now that some of the pizza dishes which normally would be sold and was one of the most popular, unfortunately will not be able to be sold in the cold weather. The coffee machines aren't working either. So as much as you may hear the generator in the background, and that may be some sort of contingency plan for this particular restaurant, in many ways their bottom line is still going to be massively affected, at least for the next coming days and weeks, for as long as load shedding continues to be implemented across the country.
Ahmed, as you've gone around for most of the day assessing the impact of load shedding and the power cuts on the various businesses, what is the common cause here as the businesses speak to the cost of running business and the big impact of load shedding? Is it a major find that they're losing out on money, or perhaps are there other factors that are also at play?
The major thing what we have seen over the last day or so, and perhaps even over the last week, is many businesses are losing money when it comes through to the revenue of people actually coming in and they not also being able to serve the exact meals that they would normally. So that's the first aspect which we are seeing from restaurants and businesses. But the second part of it is many of them have actually worked on contingency plans to bring in generators, to bring in gas stoves and gas equipment as well, to ensure that the operations can continue in some way or form and to mitigate perhaps the consequences of what we normally have seen with regards to load shedding. So on that front, those two factors have come out really strong with regards to what we have seen with load shedding. But speaking about those contingency plans and getting in generators, the knock-on effect is perhaps what we have seen with regards to the oil price in the last few months, and that's obviously seen the fuel price increase significantly since perhaps the last 4 to 6 months or so, with the major increases coming since February and March when the Russia-Ukraine conflict had broken out. So on that front, even though the load shedding, contingency plans with regards to bringing in a generator may have been something these businesses have tried to adapt to, in many ways the price of the bringing in fuel for these generators has increased, and they subsequently have also lost money on that front. So even with these contingency plans, these are some of the themes which we are seeing, that the challenges, even though there are challenges with load shedding, trying to mitigate those are still having some sort of effect on the bottom line of these particular restaurants and small businesses.
Very well, Ahmed Kajee, let's leave it there for now, as of course we get the impact of load shedding on businesses across the country, reporting live there from the Maboneng precinct.